Hello guys, and welcome to the Lifestyle Podcast with Omonala Odunowo. This is my first ever podcast experience. Whoop whoop. I'm super psyched and I hope you are too. I would want to thank everybody who is listening to this. I mean, you had 1,001 things to do with your time and you decided to actually just give me a little more space in that schedule, and for that I'm really thankful. So this is the first episode of the first season, and hopefully I'd be able to release podcasts every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Hopefully 3 days in a week would suffice. So so basically this is the first season because I'd like to divide my podcast into seasons. So this is the first season, and every season has 25 episodes. The reason why I'm dividing it into seasons because with time I as an individual will change, and I want everyone to be able to experience that change. I want everyone to be able to experience that growth with me. The thing is, I'm actually a very shy person, and I come off as, pretty bold to my friends, but really, when it's time for that formal, of addressing the crowd, I just get stuck. So in a way, I realized that as an individual, I needed to improve on myself. In knowing how to articulate words and in knowing how to get my point out there faster. The truth is, I've really not gone through much in life, but there are some things I have experienced that I could share with us and could just make some sense, especially to those who feel like they are the only ones in the world who are going through stuff like this. I like to say, nah, you're not. Someone here might be going through the same thing. I usually used to see myself as the weird one. Like, my friends were pretty normal and I had the problem. But then when I decided to expand my friendship base, like I'd say, I got to understand that a lot of people go through worse things, and a lot of people have gone through what I've gone through, and a lot of people have experienced what I've experienced, and I'm not alone. And with that, I'm able to understand and feel not left out anymore, and feel more included into life and its happenings. So like I said, my name is Omonala Odunowo. This is my first ever podcast experience. I don't know how it's going to be from here on out. I hope you guys are able to support me. It's not easy to run a podcast show, especially when you're coming from Nigeria. I mean, I'm a Nigerian lady, and it's not easy to actually, be able to pull a crowd to listen to whatever you have to say. So the few people who decide, hey, I'm worth your chance, I'm worth your time, I like it if you could subscribe to my channel, and so you can get some sort of notification when next I am actually releasing my podcast. So today I won't be talking about much today. I just basically wanted to introduce myself to this whole new world and see how awesome it's gonna be. Because it's gonna be awesome. Can't wait. Today is Sunday, and hopefully I'm able to push this out today. If not, you'll be seeing it on Monday. I don't know what time, but you'll be seeing it though. So before I leave, I'd describe myself a little bit and let us know a few things about who you're listening to. Since you can't see my face, since you can't make out, who I really am or what I really look like when I'm making some sort of gestures or expressions. But bear with me. I'm still taking time to get out of my shell. Okay, so I'm basically an African woman. I like to point out that Africa is not a country, it is a continent, and I am from Nigeria in Africa. And Nigeria is the giant of Africa. Basically, that's what we are known for. We are located in West Africa, the west of Africa. That's just it, basically. And what else? Yeah, I am female. I think I've said that before. What else? Yeah, I like pink. Yeah, I also like writing. I also like singing. I also like helping people out. I also have a book club. I run a book club for some certain readers in some states in Nigeria, just to bring the reading culture back. But yeah, so far, basically that nerd next door. But yeah, in Nigeria, luckily, we don't have nerds. We just have, they actually praise people who wear glasses and praise people who read a lot, because it's a big deal here to study, to actually go the extra mile and stuff. So yeah, you don't really have people saying, oh, you're a nerd, oh, you're a nerd. I never got to experience that, but I'm happy, because when I watch some movies, I'm like, oh shit, if I was in this situation, I'd be bullied more than this. But thank God for where I am and the people I've found and the people who found me. I hope the right people will find you too. And yeah, so that's it for today. I will definitely be dropping another podcast by Wednesday, hopefully, and another on Friday. I don't know the times this podcast will drop, but they will drop. At least I'm certain of that one. They will drop. And I'm just here to talk about life and everything. So I'm not really restricted or, put along a particular line. Sometimes I'm going to be talking about my weight. Sometimes I'm going to be talking about the kind of food I like to eat. Sometimes I'm just going to generally be sharing what I want to share. Sometimes I'm going to talk academics. Sometimes I'm going to talk creativity. Sometimes I'm going to talk, shows, things that interest me. I'm going to get you people into my world, and I'm going to show you how much beauty there is in expression. Yeah, so that's just it. I thank everyone again for giving me a chance with this and for listening, and I hope you do subscribe, and I hope I'm able to gather enough followers or subscribers to listen to what I have to say, because it's not like what I have to say is, fantastic in any way, but there's one person out there that might be looking for that little word I have to say to him or her, but person hasn't found whoever, and now the person feels like he's all alone. I like to just tell the person, you're really not, because you're really not. So I'm so sorry, guys, I snorted, but yeah, thanks anyways. So bye, guys.